Hey, check out how I made this bacon, egg, and cheese quesadilla. In a skillet, I melted 1 tablespoon of butter. Next, I added 2 beaten eggs. I added 2 slices of cooked bacon. To help the eggs set faster, I tilt the skillet so that the excess mixture can run over to the bottom. Once the eggs were thoroughly cooked on the bottom, I flipped it over to cook the top side. Here, I'm moving the egg around to make sure it's not sticking to the pan. Next, I added some mozzarella cheese. Now, I didn't measure, so you can add as much or as least as you like. Next, I added a low-carb flour shell on top of the cheese. Now here I'm patting it down to make sure that the shell is sticking to the cheese. Once the cheese had melted, I flipped the shell over to brown the bottom. Here I'm adding some cheddar cheese on top. Now remember, I didn't measure, so add as much or as least as you like. Now it's time for me to fold the shell in half. Here I'm using a spatula to flatten the shell along with the ingredients down and pushing it to the center to make sure it's cooking evenly. I put the lid on the skillet to use the steam to continue to melt the cheese. To make sure that both sides was brown, I flipped the shell over. Now using the fork with the spatula was a big help. Wow, look at that golden side. Now let's get that look on the other side. Going to place the lid back on for about a minute to make sure all the cheese is melted. And there you have it, a bacon, egg, and cheese quesadilla. Oh my goodness, that looks delicious. Now let's cut this bad boy open to see inside. Yummy. This looks amazing. I love that it's low carb and filling.